80 miles per hour. How long will it take you to go 80 miles?
I don't know. Why do you keep asking me?
What is it?
I don't know. I said 10 minutes and you said no. And then I said 80 minutes and you said no. And then I said 8 minutes and you said no.
80 miles per hour. How long will it take you to go 80 miles?
What? Okay, if you're going 80 miles per hour,
Mm-hmm.
how long will it take you to go 80 miles?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
When we send cameras up into the sky, called satellites, they say otherwise.
Well,
Like I understand you don't believe in that, but like that's the evidence we have. And just to get onto the ice wall point, in 10,000 years of human civilization, not one has ever documented an ice wall.
Well, okay. This are so many assumptions right there. One, no one's ever documented the ice wall. Couldn't be farther from the truth, because there's a billion pictures of the ice wall and videos of the ice wall. Right? There's no even. It's not a wall. It's just the shoreline.
There's a difference between, a glacier and high ice.
This is not a glacier. This is the shoreline of Antarctica.
You could see beyond that line there.
No, you can't.
That last picture.
The shoreline of Antarctica. No one even denies this. No ballers even deny this. This is the shoreline of Antarctica.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it is the water that it is the land that contains the water. You can't have a container. Water cannot exist without a container, without breaking up. Water is level. There's Antarctica, and the tens of thousands of years.
Gravity being the container.
Hold on. Gravity is not a container. Gravity is a force. If you want to get into gravity, we can talk about that. But
it's holding everything down.
Well,
if you jump, you're not going to fly away. Like the water's being held on by the same thing as holding us down. Gravity works by pulling us towards the core of the Earth.
So you believe that, because mainstream science says because we're spinning at the equator, the water...
Not mainstream, just science says.
Okay, science says at the equator, the water's bulging 14 miles high because of the centrifugal force. It bulges 14 miles high. Do you want to deny that?
Does it?
That's what science says.
Well, it's pretty hard to figure out because, it's spinning so slowly. We make one rotation every 24 hours.
It's still going 1,000 miles an hour.
I'd argue that.
Okay, so the Earth is 24,000 miles around. It rotates once a day. How fast is it going?
Pull that up.
Well, try this. 24,000 miles divided by 1,000. 24,000 divided by 24. Try that. Thomas, you want to take a stab at it? What's 24,000 miles divided by 24 hours?
That's 1,000. Something like that.
Something like what?
1,000.
Yeah, 1,000 miles an hour. That's how fast it's going. And when you're going 1,000 miles an hour, you're dropping at like 5 miles a minute. Okay? We have all of these motions are going on. And somehow we, with the equator bulging 14 miles high, but we have lakes that don't bulge at all. They don't even ripple, right? 14 miles high, an airplane flying from the north to the south has to climb an extra 3 times its height just to skim over that bulge. That never happens. If you're a mile from the North Pole, how fast are you spinning? I can do the math for you because you guys haven't thought about this. If you're a mile, you're still going around once every 24 hours around that North Pole. So you're going 3.14 miles every 24 hours. So you're going like a third of a mile an hour, or a quarter of a mile an hour, whatever it is. You're going not even 1 mile per hour. And then if you got in an airplane at that position where you're barely moving eastwards, relative to a spot in space, and flew to Ecuador and tried to land on a runway that's going north-south, how are you going to land on that runway that's moving sideways at 1,000 miles an hour?
You've lost me there.